Hello guys, this weekend it's Manchester United versus Fulham at Craven Cottage. So let's get into it. Let's cue that intro. Oh no, welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And this weekend it is Manchester United versus Fulham. It is the last game before the World Cup, so this will be the last Matchday Live until December time, I think. I think our first game back in the Premier League is on Boxing Day, so yeah. Anyway, so this weekend is Manchester United versus Fulham, and the team I've gone for, I think it kind of picks itself. We have to play Garnacho. He's been playing really well. I think he deserves his place in the team. Obviously Martial as well. I think he'll start because obviously Ronaldo, he was ill today. He might not be ill tomorrow. Apparently, I don't know. It was a bit weird, the press conference today. And then obviously the man in form, you've got to start in Rashford. And then obviously Bruno Fernandes, Eriksen, Casemiro, Luke Shaw, Martinez, Maguire, and Dalot. I've gone with Maguire because I think Maguire played okay on Thursday night, and I think he deserves a start. I think ahead of Lindelof. So and I think just in case Mitrovic, apparently Mitrovic could be a doubt for this game. I'm not too sure if he's still a doubt or not. I haven't really checked the Fulham news, but if he isn't, then obviously I think Maguire needs to be in the team if Mitrovic is starting for Fulham. And then obviously Dalot and David De Gea. So let's get into it. Let's play match. And let's talk about the last league result, which was a 3-1 loss to Aston Villa. Of all the things, of all the scorelines. Yeah, didn't really start well. The first goal, we gave the first goal away in like first couple of minutes. They got their new manager bounced, didn't they? Which I think, the crowd was up for it. The crowd was up for it, and I think the players were as well. We got a bit. We didn't get done by them. Well, we did. The first goal was a bit poor defending from Lindelof. He tried to track. What's his name? Ollie Watkins. And Ollie Watkins just, kept him at a pace. And then it's just a simple ball towards, I think it was Buendia, I think. And then he puts the ball in through to Bailey, who, easy, so schoolboy defending. You just don't do that. It's just so easy for Leon Bailey. And question marks over the goalkeeper as well, because normally David De Gea could have probably saved that. He tried to save it with his feet. But it's just one of them. It's just one of them goals, really. It's a good finish, but it was just poor defending from United. And then, literally a couple minutes later, this goal was a good goal. I will give him that. It's a free kick from Digne. We gave away a stupid foul. It's Luke Shaw with a stupid foul. It's Digne with a free kick, and it was a really good free kick. David De Gea had absolutely no chance, and like I said, it was a good free kick in the end. Yeah, it was a good goal from that. So then that was 2-0, and then that kind of pretty much woke United up. It was pretty much too little, too late, I think, at that point. But we did have a couple of chances. Garnacho had a shot saved from Martinez, and we also had a Ronaldo. I think his deflected shot went across goal, and Ronaldo almost scored with the header. And then literally, a couple of minutes before half-time, we did get a goal through a deflected Luke Shaw shot. I don't know if it was an own goal from Jacob Ramsey. I think it was in the end. I think it did give it as an own goal. So then we was going into half-time, losing 2-1, but we was back in it. And I was quite surprised that we came out and... Again, it was just poor defending. We just let Ollie Watkins down the left-hand side. No one puts a tackle in. He just keeps going off. And it's just a simple ball towards the centre of the pitch. Jacob Ramsey, he's there to easily put it in. And it was a nice finish from the youngster. But he is quite young, isn't he, Jacob Ramsey? I think he's under 20, I think. He's not that old. But it's a nice finish from him. And to be honest, I'll tell you what, it would be a good signing for United if we signed Jacob Ramsey. I think he's got a good future ahead of him, that player, because he always seemed to play good against the big teams. That Jacob Ramsey. So if we ever need a midfielder, I don't know if does he play midfield or does he play like a right wing, or I don't really know personally, but yeah, it was a good goal. So then that was 3-1, and then that was pretty much it. You know, we went all guns blazing, and you know, in the end, Aston Villa, pretty much, you know, Aston Villa pretty much set up the shot really, parked the bus. To say, you know, we had most of the ball, but you know, we just couldn't create anything. And then obviously we had to play them again in the Carabao Cup on Thursday night. I was quite surprised that we didn't play them on the Wednesday night instead of Thursday. But yeah, we played Thursday night, and totally different teams. You know, we played Dovratka finally got his debut for him, and he played okay, I guess. He wasn't the best, but you know, it showed that he didn't have the match. You know, didn't have. Well, he's just, you know, it's a goalkeeper. You know, it's a goalkeeper's first game, so you knew that was going to happen. But in the end, first half of that game, we were pretty much poor. Both teams were pretty much poor, really. You know, to be honest, Aston Villa were there for the taking first half, and we just lacked that first ball. The final pass. That's what we were lacking in that first half, and it didn't really start second half. Second half, you know, it's just a poor defensive from Harry Maguire and Lindelof. You know, we just let them came at us, and I think it was Ollie Watkins, wasn't it? Ollie Watkins just went on straight through and scored. So that was 1-0 in like the first 10 minutes, or the first 5 minutes, and then literally we just went round and done the over top ball from Bruno Fernandes towards Rashford. No, it was towards Bruno Fernandes, I think, actually, because he played on the right, didn't he? And he went on and put it through to Martial. Martial got his goal, so then that was 1-1. And then literally a couple minutes later, it's a known goal from Dalot. He couldn't really do much about it. It's a good ball from the Aston Villa player, but Dalot couldn't really do much about it. It's an own goal, but that was then 2-1, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, here we go. We're going to lose this game. But then Ten Hag made some really good substitutions. He brought on Garnacho, he brought on Ericsson, and he also brought on... Did he bring on Alanga? I think he brought on Alanga, didn't he? Or did he start Alanga? I can't remember. But yeah, he made 3 substitutions, and we kind of pretty much changed the game because United were in so much control. And oh, what a goal from... Is that Bruno Fernandes? It is. What a goal. And in the end, United got a third goal, got an equaliser through Rashford. He had a chance just before the goal as well, but Rashford went through and scored. And then literally a couple of minutes later to make it 4-2, it was a good ball from Garnacho. What a ball from Garnacho, actually, towards McTominay right at the end, 90th minute goal. Convenient 90th minute goal, but in the end we won the game 4-2, and I think we've got to play Burnley in the next round, and I think that might be our first game back from the World Cup, actually, because I think that plays the 21st and 22nd. So yeah, we missed the big guns as well, because Arsenal lost in that. Arsenal lost, Spurs lost, and Liverpool face. Who did Liverpool face? Liverpool face Man City in that cup. So that'll be another big team out of the Carabao Cup. So, you know, if we want to win a trophy, the Carabao Cup might be it. So let's see what happens with that. But anyway, on to this game now. Obviously, we do have Fulham. Fulham themselves, they've been playing pretty well. Teams, just from the Championship, you expected to be, quite poor. And they haven't been poor, actually. They've given teams a game, and they were very, 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 very unlucky last weekend against City. City went down to 10 men, and it was a very questionable penalty from I think there's a foul on De Bruyne, but obviously Haaland to the rescue right at the end for Man City. So they were very unlucky not to win there. And also, obviously, they drew to Liverpool at Craven Cottage. So it will be a very, very hard... I think it's going to be a very hard game for United this weekend. But I just think United will want something. And I think you know, with Garnacho, with Martial back in as well, he looks like he's ready for the game. Fingers crossed we will get him playing as well as Rashford. Rashford's scoring for fun and obviously got the call up as well for the England team. And talking of the England team, I think, you know, the England squad, I think that's a good squad for the English team. One question marks over Conor Gallagher, obviously. Although has he been playing well for Chelsea? I'm not too sure. Maybe, you know, we could have got someone in there instead of Conor Gallagher, but you know, more experienced midfielder, and obviously we've only got one left back in the side. But obviously, what's his name? Kieran Trippier can play left back as well. So yeah, it's a bit, well, left wing back I should say, because we don't play the forward at the back, do we? We play left wing backs and right wing backs, don't we? Well, unless he changes it for the World Cup. But it's nice to see Maddison in the World Cup team for England as well. So yeah, it's good. Like I said, it will be hard. Back to United. It will be hard for United, but I think we'll be up for it. And I think Ten Hag even said in the interview, he was in the interview before the Aston Villa game, he was very annoyed from the United. He was very annoyed at the players that, you know, we gave away 2 early goals, and I think he must have said something because, you know, to come back and win that game the other night against Aston Villa at home is going to be a massive one. But oh, excuse me. Oh, there we go. So there's full time. It's going to be a massive game anyway for Fulham, and I just hope, you know, we can finish off we can finish off before the World Cup with a win, and that would be good as well. Because especially last week, you know, Chelsea lost. We had quite a few teams that lost last week, and we could have made, you know, we could have got into that top 4. Let's just hope that, you know, results go our way again this weekend, and hopefully United get a good score to go into the World Cup for these players. So, score prediction, I don't think it will be 5-0. I think there will be goals in this game. And do you know what? I'm reckoning it's going to be 3-2, 4-2, something like that. I reckon United will score the most goals, but I think Fulham will score as well. You know, they're going to give us a game, but I think United will just be too good for Fulham. And fingers crossed we can finish off this part of the season with a victory and the 3 points. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today. So please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So right, guys, I'm going. Bye.